are there to make you stronger. You can look at problems and challenges as a stepping stone or a tombstone. That's your choice. And at a different occasion, I can tell you a lot of stories of how many challenges whereby you feel like throwing the towel and say, let's forget about it. Then you give up. The world doesn't care if you give up. It's to your own detriment. Where am I trying to lead to? When you have to put in the extra, common feedback I get from people is, so much more work. Is it worth it? Friends, the truth is, if you are going to be brutally honest, you are doing it for yourself. You are doing it so that you become extraordinary. Your boss, your company, whichever organization you work for, cannot take the extra away from you if you possess that quality. So, where am I trying to get at? Today, I think if you look at the media options, when I look at it, wow, there's so much of technology and systems to help you. So in a way, if you want data, information and all, there's so many tools. In some ways, it's smarter than ever before. So many things to help you. Whether it's programmatic, whether it's AI, they are all tools there to help you be more efficient. I remember the time where you're a planner, you had to comb through decks of research papers and documents. And when I say comb through, they are not one document, right? It's from the floor right up to here. I remember reading U&A study reports. I remember going through retail audits. Some of you might not know what retail audits are, but it's just to understand how your client brands are being distributed. And when you stack up 12 months of retail audit, each one like this stick, that's really how high they are. Why? So that you can come out with extraordinary proposals to wow your client. So that you can come up with far superior proposal. Now, each time you meet a client, what do you hope to get out of it? Sell a proposal or win the client's trust and build your credibility? Today, you are all very young, at least by comparison to me. You're all very young. What kind of a media career do you want? So, my challenge to you today is, don't be ordinary, be extraordinary. So how does that tie into the topic we're talking about today? Everybody is obsessed with measurement. But isn't the key focus in all brands is not just to get the numbers, but to really etch your brand into the hearts and minds of your consumers? You can't do that with just numbers. You need to win over emotions. And if I were to sum up, color wins in a sea of gray. Numbers are a sea of gray. Plenty of data, plenty of numbers to wow, to justify, right? Back then, today you got all kinds of technology systems, programmatic, etc., all kinds of digital devices to help you optimize your plans. That's a sea of gray. Why? Isn't that standard? Isn't that what your colleague, your competitors across all agencies do the same thing? So how then do you become extraordinary if you are doing the ordinary? How then you become media par excellence if you are just doing ordinary? You cannot succeed and go far if you're just a me too doing ordinary things.